people are the community, and they make up the family of this church. And so if any one of those people comes or goes, it really doesn't make that much difference in life of the organization as a whole. But when you look at all of them together as a collective, it makes a huge difference. And so that's part of it. That's part of what makes this church. If you had each of these people had if their life story was a thread, and you laid all those threads out, you could make a carpet out of it. And if you take one away, yeah, it detracts from it, but you add more to it, and you weave them all together. And it is the fabric of the parish that makes it what it is. And there's so many things that are going on. There's so much energy among all the people. It was just this past session we just did in the Great Hall. One of the things I remember the most was Helen Barnes at the end, and I don't even remember what she said. It was just something like, "You got a great thing going here, and keep it up." And from someone of her years, we ought to listen. We ought to listen.
Good timing. All right.
I have one question.
Wait a minute. I got a thing going here. Save yours. Write it down. You'll remember. Your brain's better than mine. You talked about this carpet, this tapestry, this weaving. Is there, and I'll use the metaphor, is there fiber for the future?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me about it. The kids?
Well, there is, but I have to say with caution. People, as a collective, as a group, have to want it to work. And so it doesn't just exist. It has to live. It has to thrive. And so people have to commit their energy and their spirituality to making it work. When this all blew up, and I was thinking seriously of going somewhere else. And my reasons for doing that are different from a lot of people, I think. But my wife said to me, Eric, you can't. You've got too much history here. Too much of your life has passed through the walls and the corridors. And I took that very seriously. And so I am here, and I am committed to making it out, making it work, and to resolving the differences I have with other people in the parish who don't share my point of view or perspective on the events of the past year. I could have left, but I guess I can't. And it is that feeling or that force that has to drive and animate everybody here, that we are working for the greater vision of what we are, of who we are. And we have disagreements amongst ourselves. We need to resolve them in a civil way. I think we can if the people are committed to doing that. So that's not going to be easy. And it's going to take a long time. And I am disheartened by the people who want to ignore it. And it seems to me want to say, let's get on, let's get a new rector in here, let's get started. I don't think that's right. I think we have a lot of things that need to be aired in public. People need to take ownership for their point of view. And then we all need to do that within a context of moving forward and seeing as our ultimate objective the flourishing of this place.
historically, Episcopalians have had strength in disagreement.
Yes, that's why I like this church. That's why I like the denomination, is that it is so tolerant. It is so flexible. It is so accommodating. It is a group of people who agree to disagree and yet say we will remain together for the common good. That's why, in large part, I am an Episcopalian.
I think we just need to reaffirm agreeing to disagree.
Yeah, right.
Instead of being stubborn. Boy,
Well,
I hear you loud and clear on that. I'm in some agreement on that. You're involved with youth in the church, and
mhm.
where's that going? Is that a building thing, or are kids getting turned off to religion? Or what's happening?
Kids are having a great time.
Tell me about it.
We have a great group of kids, young adults in this parish. And they like coming here. I don't know that they're that enthusiastic about Sunday school, but that doesn't matter, because some of them are. But they like being here because it is a safe place for them. Notwithstanding all the sort of adult upper-level turmoil, I think that kind of they stay below that. They're under the surface and just they're coming here for a good time. They're being led by people who are committed to them, who understand them. We have some phenomenal youth group leaders in Mike Pratcher and the other people who are doing this. We need to continue to build on that. We've got a great group of 7th and 8th graders that are coming up. If we can just get some volunteer parents who would take over, or non-parents, whatever, to somebody who would get those 7th and 8th graders coming here on every Sunday on a regular basis, that would carry through into the high school thing the next time. I had a great time working with the 7th and 8th graders on the Mummers play that we just did. There's some neat kids there, and just keeping them involved. They like doing that. They enjoy the service work. They get something out of it. And the Appalachia trip or some other, overnight trip to go help other people, the kids get a lot out of that, and they want to come back and do it again. And as long as parents and the administration of the church are committed to the youth and do things that the youth find interesting, which isn't that hard, they will be here and they'll be a vibrant part of the community, and they'll come back. If they move back in town, they'll be back in this parish.
What exactly is your involvement in the church, and why do you do it?
Well, let's see. So the resume answer to your question is that I'm on the vestry at the moment, about to go off. I have one more meeting, so I've been doing that for 3 years. I'm a lay reader. I've been reading at the service, the Old and New Testament, and then I also do the prayers of the people on occasion. I used to read on evening prayers for a week every once in a while, but I couldn't manage the time. And then I'm a youth group leader with the high school, and I've done that for a couple years. I went to Appalachia the last 2 years, 2 summers, and then before that, I'd taken a year off somewhere in there, and then I was also a 7th and 8th grade youth group leader. And those are the main things. I get a lot out of it personally. I love working with kids, with the high school kids. And not only within the confines of Christ Church, but I coach my daughter's soccer team. She's in high school, and I've been doing that for years, like 5 or 6. I work with the high school kids in the foreign exchange program, the AFS foreign exchange program. I did that myself. I'm committed to high school kids because I think that this is a critical period in their life when you have a chance to help them down the right path and give them an appreciation for the world that they might not have had otherwise, that will lead them to become better citizens after this time. And I had that experience myself. I guess I would like to pass it on. So that's one reason why I do the youth group thing. The church involvement, there's a spiritual component to my character that runs pretty deep, and Doug Tompkins had a lot to do with bringing that out and helping me, giving me a way to talk about those things through the Journeys groups and through participating in the service. I like to read out loud. I'm kind of a theatrical person anyway, so I enjoy that part of it. Your light's flashing there.
You're on a tape.
We'll switch tapes.
Well, I'm in a play right now. That's why my appearance has changed significantly.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
I
what
was
it is?
looking